We're here with Daniel Fridley, who will be one of our performers on our Halloween musical salon, Friday, October the 27th at 7 p.m. Daniel, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Tell us how you came here to Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland was not on my radar at all until I started looking at grad schools, and one of my voice teachers suggested I look into the Cleveland Institute of Music, and I did, and wound up going here. I loved what I found there, and particularly loved my teacher, Dr. Dean Southern, and traveled here for my master's.
What's it been like studying with Dr. Southern?
Fantastic. He has a very good balance of working technically with my voice to develop it, and also considering my singing more holistically. I have a tendency to get a little in my head and thinky about my singing, and he reminds me to connect with the audience, to express actual things through the music, rather than just move this muscle here, do this there, that sort of thing.
So we have our Halloween program. You've chosen a particularly powerful piece that you'll be performing. Tell us about that.
Well, the Doppelganger is a very interesting lied. It's by Schubert, and it's from Schwanengesang, which is kind of this posthumous published cycle, though it's not telling a story like Winterreise is. And it describes this spooky scene where a man waits outside the house that he shared with a long-lost love and sees in his mind's eye, or in some aspect of reality, this shadowy figure of himself in the house as he's watching. And he's kind of reliving his old pain through this memory, through this apparition. And it's very eerie as he sees this figure by the moonlight, and he calls it Doppelganger, which is ghostly or spectral double. And it's a very almost mythological figure for German folklore, the Doppelganger. And so it evokes all sorts of connotations with that. And the music goes from very spooky, very low in the piano to extremely dramatic and very high and declamatory in the voice. So.
Absolutely. So very fitting for our Halloween program.
Yes, indeed. The spooky factor is definitely there.
How did you first come to perform on our programs for Music Stars in the Classics?
Well, it's actually an interesting story. I was attending one of my friend's conducting recitals, Gadiel Dombrauer, who's conducted for a number of programs, and wound up sitting right behind Jody Cantor. And Carrie Skinner, a violist, introduced me to her during one of the intermissions, and she recognized me from performing Figaro at CIM and said, would you be interested in performing on some of our programs? And I said, absolutely. I didn't know what musical Upcoming Stars in the Classics was. I didn't know who she was, but it sounded like a good opportunity to me. And she went on to program me for later that spring. And it's been a fantastic opportunity. After I found out what this organization actually is and what it does for upcoming musicians, I've been only too eager to perform more with them and work more with this group.
What has it been like performing for our audiences at Music Stars?
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. The intimate setting of house concerts, even in the larger ballroom concerts, is very unique. It's lit so you can see the audience, you can see them interacting, you're able to speak with them afterward in a very one-on-one fashion and make personal connections with the audience, hear what moved them, what questions they might have about what you performed. And the ability to make that connection with the audience that you're performing for and trying to share music with is really special. It's a really great opportunity.
We really look forward to seeing you at our Halloween musical salon, Friday, October the 27th, 7 p.m. Costumes, food, and signature drinks. We look forward to seeing you there. Daniel, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Look forward to being there.